Happy Father's Day, fellas and ladies and whoever else is watching. I'm going out to the little park here by the house to fly. It is a beautiful morning. Look at that sunrise. Very nice. It's going to be a lovely morning. Figured I would bring you guys along and maybe do a first pack of the morning narration. Haven't done one of those in ages. Used to do those. I'd go fly and I'd come back home and take the first pack there, pop it in the editor and watch it back and talk through the pack, what I'm thinking, all that kind of stuff. But I can give you all the narration while I'm flying these days. So that's even better, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. You're going to come along with me for the first pack. It should be fun, I think, because it is a beautiful morning, man. We had a heck of a storm yesterday. Oh my goodness. It was quite the storm yesterday. So it was booming even late last night. Power flicking here and there. Yesterday several times. It was quite the doozy. Wife and I went out shopping. Took her to her little favorite place, the Disney Character Warehouse. I hate that place. She loves it. I wouldn't hate it as much, except it's always super crowded. I mean, like there was a line, and they like make you stand like in a queue, a waiting queue before you can even get in, because there's always so many people, and so they have to like keep the crowd down. So they have like a line outside, and they let so many in as people come out, but they let more in. It's always like super crowded. You can't walk anywhere without running anybody, even with them keeping the number of people down. It's just insane. I hate that place. You can get some good deals if you don't mind the crowd. And I mean, I don't mind crowds. I just don't like it because there's nothing I'm interested in there to look at. And so I just want to like stand off to the side somewhere and wait patiently. You know, scroll through YouTube, find me some videos to mark for watching later, that kind of thing. You can't do that in there. It's like so cram-packed. I mean, no matter which way you turn, you're bumping into somebody or somebody's bumping into you. It's nuts. So, yeah, not my favorite place, but she loves it. So we went up there. It came a downpour while we was up there. So we had to wander around, find shelter in some other source till the storms finally passed, and then she was able to wait outside in the line, which may take even longer. I did go flying yesterday evening. I went to, it was pretty clear. I went to the little tree spots, got stuck in the tree, and yeah, so I had fun. If you saw my Instagram, or maybe I think it posted on Facebook too, you'll have seen it there. You've seen a couple pictures she took while I was getting it out of the tree. I was flying. I didn't bring my pole with me. I was like, nah, I won't need it. No, won't need the pole. I'll be all right. I won't get stuck. Last pack, got stuck. Very top of the tree. Very top of the tree. Thankfully, they're not real tall trees. So I was like, I was putting my stuff up. I was like, we got to go get my pole. And she's just sitting there listening to music, not paying attention. And I'm like, we got to get our pole. And finally, I turned the music off. And I was like, we got to get our pole. She's like, what? It's like, what happened? I was like, I'm on top of the tree. She goes, oh, no. I was like, yeah, we'll go to the pole, get it down. And so we drive back to the house, get the pole, then drive back. Thankfully, it's, you know, it's like a mile or so away. So, yeah, that was fun. And it was stuck up there good. I was trying to get it out, and she's like, man, you got that thing stuck. I was like, yeah, no, I can't get a good grip on it yet. Finally, I got it down. Anyways, let's get all this stuff together, and let's fly a little bit, because it is pretty this morning, and it's going to be ugly later today, I think. I think we're supposed to get some more storms today. So, anyways, I'm going to bring you guys along. Maybe we'll have stick cam and Stacy cam. We'll see. What do you guys think about XJet remote ID videos he's been putting out? I watched another one last night. I'm not sure what to think about him, honestly. I mean, he's right in his assessment. What I don't know is if he actually has an idea that'll work. He says he has ideas all the time, I don't think I've really seen any of those ideas come to fruition. Like, I've not seen him like actually describe those ideas exactly. Like, so for this one, he said something the other day about having, you know, doing something to where it wouldn't be non-compliance to, you know, get the FAA's attention. I don't know what he would be referring to, because if it's not non-compliant, that means you're compliant, but in what way, I'm not 100% sure. You guys got any thoughts, any ideas? Have I missed something that he's alluded to, or, you know, said that would say what that is? I don't know what it is. In my opinion on all of this, the best option, well, and it's not for everybody, obviously, but honestly, I think the best option is non-compliance. But that's a scary option, particularly for a lot of people. Depending on where you're at, it can be, you know, a lot more scary being non-compliant than for others. You know, when I was in West Virginia, being non-compliant, not a big deal at all, because, you know, it's a whole different world there than here, for instance, being non-compliant, because pretty much everybody knows everybody, because it's the small communities, and, you know, everybody's not, you know, wound up about everything. Stupid bugs. Down here, a little different, at least in certain areas. Now, like my little neighborhood here, I don't see anything here where it's ever going to be a problem. So being non-compliant for me here is not really a big deal. Being non-compliant down here, flying in some other areas now, like some of the office parks or some of the other stuff, you know, where you have the potential to have a run-in with police officers, which, you know, I have had here once, a couple times, I guess. Not really. Well, one police officer, one security guard, down here. So, you know, in those situations, when this stuff comes into fruition, then it's going to be a lot more tricky and can be a lot worse for you. So I don't know, you know, that's depending on where you're at, what you're doing. I don't know what the best option is. I mean, short of actually complying, but I don't even see, from the stuff that I've seen so far, I don't see any good options for even complying, honestly. So, you know, I mean, they've got those. There's a couple of modules that might work okay in some cases, maybe depending on your scenario, it might work. Like in my case, I don't really have anywhere to put one of those things. I really don't have any space on my drone. So even if I wanted to comply, I really don't have a place for it. So that, you know, that's a problem. And I mean, that's probably the biggest problem really with it. I mean, you got cost, that's a biggie. I definitely don't want to be paying, you know, $50-100 a pop for every drone. And then, you know, with your crashes and stuff breaks, and then those things would break, and then they wouldn't work, and then you've got to have a stupid GPS on here. And, you know, my experience with the GPS on a freestyle drone is crash and it's done for. You know, you might get a few crashes in, depending on your mount. If you do your mount right, you might get away with, you know, an okay scenario where it doesn't break. But, you know, I don't see that happening. I mean, short of mounting it in a way where it doesn't even work. So then what's the point? I guess you can say I've got it on there, but they're like, it's not reporting your blah, 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 blah. So, you know, I mean, then it becomes a, you know, he said, she said thing. Did I forget the nuts from, I think I've got some in here. I forgot to put the nuts back on my motors when I took the bad props off. Thankfully, I've got some in my bag, pretty sure. So yeah, I don't know. Thoughts? What do you guys think? I just don't know. This whole thing's a mess. I think the vast majority of people probably aren't going to comply. And I think for the most part, I don't think that's going to amount to anything for anybody. But I do think they will be looking for a case to use as an example, you know, when somebody does it, because inevitably somebody with the right, well, it may not even be the right caliber. It just takes one person to have it happen, and then it get reported somewhere, and then it'll be, you know, on everybody's channel and every news outlet, you know, kingdom come. Particularly when the news wants to hide other things that are going on in the news, you know, they'll bring that kind of stuff up. They do that on a regular basis with everything. The important stuff a lot of times gets missed because they're hiding it, because they don't want you to know about it, so they report on other stuff to get you wound up. Anyways, we're not going to get into the politics. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not a good thing, I don't think. And it's not going to accomplish anything. None of this stuff's going to accomplish anything. It's not making anybody safer. You know, if anything else, this will probably make people less safe, honestly, because what will happen is, like, I got remote ID, I can go do whatever the heck I want. They can't say nothing. And so they'll be flying in ways they definitely shouldn't be flying. There'll be a lot more beyond visual line of sight flying, I think. And again, I don't have a problem with that, but, you know, as long as you're doing it in a safe way, and you can fly beyond, you know, visual line of sight. And my term visual line of sight is, you could see the drone if you didn't have your goggles on. Not can you actually see the drone, but somebody could see the drone. You know, I mean, you're basically within 1,000 feet of yourself, pretty much, in those cases. So, I mean, you can see them farther than that, but, you know, when they get out that distance, it gets to be a lot harder. But most of us aren't really flying that far anyway, so I don't know.
Welcome to Woodford.
That's my take on remote ID and my plan. I really am not going to change what I'm doing. I mean, here lately, I've not really been flying anywhere questionable anyway, so I'm going to continue to do that. And I think it'll be fine. But I do think there will be people that will have problems. That is for sure. All right. Everything should be good. First pack of the morning. Let's just make it kind of a chill one. Just relax and enjoy this beautiful morning out here in Central Florida. It's so nice just to have a chill cruise, you know. Man, that sunset is pretty this morning. Check it out. Look at that beautiful sunset. All the static and everything. It's wonderful. I'm enjoying those juicy flicks here lately. That seems to be why I've been practicing here lately a bunch. Trying to get those dialed in. Used to have them dialed in pretty well, but anymore I'm not so much. Sorry about all the static. I'm flying 25 milliwatts, of course, but which a lot of times out here is not too bad, but sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Particularly when I'm flying up under the building. Man, this is such a beautiful morning today. Love it. I had to duck on that one. I'm sure you all get a kick out of that. Didn't you guys do that? You duck when you're getting into a dicey situation. Let's see. Oh, I haven't went through the. Hadn't went through there yet. And these fly hop packs are nice. They are working out well. I like them. All right, I should probably land. I love those little slow flicks into the little roll there. Those are fun. Like you just come along and just like flick and then slow roll, and then like pitch forward and come back out of it the opposite way. Love that. Love that combo. I'm not very good at it to get it exactly like I want. Sometimes I get down nice and low to the ground, which I really like. All right, I better land. This bear's gonna hate me. I don't want to kill my fly hop pack right at the beginning. Boom. Love it. Hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me for the first pack of the morning and my long chit chat there at the beginning. You guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Never stop flying.